Hello. I'll do this example. This is graph this function. All right, so you have this f of x. Wait, sorry, let me get my thing here. So if you have f of x is 4 minus 5 to the negative x power. Okay, so the thing to keep in mind here is that you want to find the the asymptote for this particular function. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Well, notice that the exponent here has a negative x in it. So for positive value, well, for here let's do this. So as take a look at what happens as x gets close to positive infinity. We'll be seeing this notation soon. What's happening? Well, if you look at 5 to the negative x, you see if x is extremely large, this is getting closer and closer to 0, right? So because you have, like, for example, take a look. Let's take 5 to the negative 100,000. Right? That's 1 divided by 5 to the 100,000th. That's very close to 0. So this tells you that there's an asymptote. This function f of x has a horizontal asymptote of y is equal to 4. Okay. Now notice that another characteristic of this is that let's take a look at see what happens if x is going to negative infinity. Well, if x is close, if x is going to go towards a negative infinity, then this 5 to the minus x, when you think about that is going to go to positive infinity. Okay. Now what's happening here is that, you see, if you have very, very large negative numbers, then the minus sign in front of the x makes it into a very, very, 5 to a very large positive number, and that goes to positive infinity. But now look, the function though, so that f of x, what's happening there? Well, it's equal to 4 minus this extremely large positive number. So this is actually tending to a negative infinity. Okay? So this is the type of analysis that you have to think about when you're doing these questions. So then to choose the right one, let's see. Notice that this first one has a, what's this? Oh, okay, I'm looking at the scale here. So evidently, that's 10, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. Okay, so these spaces are worth 2. Okay, so you see we have, okay, so where's a good candidate? Well, it's not this one, right? Because here, let's do this by process of elimination. You see, as x approaches positive infinity, we see that we get an aspect at y equals 4. So you see that gets rid of this one and this one, right? And then, okay, so what the only possibilities might be this and this. So here we see as x goes to negative infinity, f of x goes to negative infinity. So the correct response would be this. So I hope that this helps you out. Thanks.